try to do a little video to try to explain a little better on how these cameras are. Um, the old days, back in the day, you can see on my screen here, I have a picture of analog and digital. And you can actually do your own research, the difference between an analog and a digital type camera or system. And it's, I always to say that the analog system is like watching a VHS, like watching a VHS and a VCR recording. The quality just isn't as nice as an HD digital signal, which is high definition, is like watching a DVD or a Blu-ray, the quality. And in this business, it's so important to capture, the customer's face so you can identify them. Everyone's seen on TV where you can't identify the person. You can tell if they're white or black, how tall they are, but you really can't see hardly any details, especially from a distance. So, when we're talking to customers, and they're looking for price, or if they're looking to upgrade their system, they might have an old analog system. So I just wanted to show you the difference. And here, if you read this little uh, uh, website here, it kind of talks a little bit about, how the video is grainy footage compared to an HD. So everything that I sell now is high definition. And the two different types of systems that I sell is, remember we talked about the wiring the other day. So if a facility is getting an upgrade and they already have an old analog system, they're going to be using the Siamese wire. Let's see if I can get this to do CCTV wire. Let's see if I can see the difference between the wires. And of course, I'm a terrible speller. Okay, so this is Siamese wire here. You see it has RG59 or RG6 with a solid copper stinger, and then it has, well, actually that's not it there, but well, yeah, it has a plus, positive, and negative for the camera. So this powers the camera, and this supplies the video. And you can put HD high definition by using this wire. So I can do a 2 megapixel camera or a 4 megapixel camera using this particular wire. Although it's not my choice, I'd rather use a Cat5 wire, but again, I still can use this. So this will go to the camera to supply the video, and this will supply the power to the camera. All right. If we went with Cat5 wire, then what happens is we're doing video and power over the Cat5. So we just have to put an end on it, plug it into the camera. So IP systems use this. HD over analog uses that other wire, which is this wire, which is actually an analog system. Then if we want to talk about the quality of the camera between a 2 megapixel and a 4 megapixel. Okay, this is a little video. I don't know if you can hear this. I guess I'll play it afterwards. Let's see if you can even hear this. Let me play this.
Just doing a video comparison of a 2 megapixel IP and a 4 megapixel IP. You notice here I'm walking up here, and this is the 2 megapixel camera we're testing first. And as I get closer to the camera, my face is not as clear, which you'll see compared to the 4 megapixel.
So that's a 2 megapixel HD camera. Now he's going to walk up with a 4 megapixel. So you're going to see the 4 megapixels much clearer.
Okay, this is the 4 megapixel camera now. The lines are a little bit sharper, and you'll notice my face is much clearer and sharper as well.
Let's see what this shows. Now you really can't tell on the screen.
Got a couple of screenshots here of some photos that we've taken.
Well, there you can tell. Okay, so that's all I wanted to show you. So I tried all possible to get them the best picture for the money they have to spend, correct? I mean, that's the whole idea. Um, and you can even go higher megapixel to a 13 megapixel, which is 4K technology. But the challenge that we start having when we start going up to the 4 megapixel and higher is that we have to have the right internet speed so they can see it on their phone. I know that one facility that I did. Let me see if I can find it here. Well, I don't think I can. Hang on, maybe I can. I think I gotta go to. Um, is it Internet Explorer? I think I gotta go to. Let's see here. Internet Explorer. Let me see if I can find. Okay. Let's see if I can log into this. This is a 4 megapixel system here. And let's go to the Waitress Lane. And click no there, and let's make sure this is on what stream type. I think this is 1. So you can see how nice the picture is. Look how beautiful that picture is. This is live right now. We're viewing in at a restaurant that I did. He spent a lot of money on an IP system, 4 megapixel. I don't know if I have a 2 megapixel system that I can show you. Oh, I think I do. Hang on. Let me close that out. Let me go into here. This is a 2 megapixel. So there's a 2 megapixel system. I know it's hard to tell the difference, but trust me, there is a difference, especially some of these business owners. So some are really picky. So that's it. So just when you're calling and someone's wanting prices and they start talking about 1080 HD, 2 megapixel, 4 megapixel, or if they're talking about they want an IP system, or they're talking about 4K technology, which is 13 megapixel. I mean, I'm not expecting you guys to be able to answer questions, but I want you to guys have some basic knowledge. So I kind of hope that helps. And I will discuss the 2 types of brand DVRs that I use, which I feel really comfortable with. And I use Hikvision. And like I said, I'm a horrible speller, always have been. So Hikvision is like the #1 DVR manufacturer in the world. And what I do is I'll do a HD over analog, which means I'll use the Siamese wire, or I can use Cat5 wire, but the technology is a little different, but the pictures still are really nice, and that's the more affordable one. And then I'll use Uniview, which is the other one. Uniview. And the reason why I use Uniview is that Uniview is so much less expensive to purchase. I don't see it there. For me, Uniview is it's more reasonable in cost for me. So I can do like the one we saw at the restaurant with the 4 megapixel. That was a Uniview system, and those cameras cost me like about $80 a piece. Of course, you don't tell that to the customer, obviously. Versus if I bought a 4 megapixel IP camera system from Hikvision, they'd cost me almost 3 times the amount. And I don't like that, because we got to make money. So the Uniview is what I use. So hopefully this makes some sense. Bye.